morning, afternoon. So this is being recording. Okay, this is our class today. So the class will be BDA 40703, industrial engineering. So we begin to new topics. So industrial engineering, this is topic for the forecasting. Okay, so we begin on our first topic. Okay, what is a forecasting? Okay, so when look at this is outline that we have to learn about our topics. What is the forecasting introductions? So the type of the forecast by time horizons, okay, and the steps in the forecasting process, and also the quantitative forecasting method, and also the qualitative and also versus quantitative methods in forecasting. So we looking on our detail here. Okay, so by definition, what is the forecasting? Okay, in a Malay word is a prediction, ramalan. Okay, definition of the forecasting is about the future value of the variable of the interest, such as a demand. Okay, this is a definition by Stevenson, 2005. And we look at on the process. Okay, forecasting also the art and science of predicting a future of event. Heiser by the Render 2004. So this is forecast. You can name it as a keyword here is a future value of the variable, a source of the interest, such as a demand, market, future. And we can say that in term of the definition is prediction. Okay, predicts. We want what is a prediction in our future. Okay, and then forecast affect decision and activity throughout of the organization, such as including the accountings, the finance, human resources, marketing, and also the MIS, operation, product, and also service designs. So this is very useful tools in order to make any decision throughout to any organization. And forecast or prediction is rarely perfect because of the randomness. And forecast more accurate for a group versus do the individual. Uh, so forecast accuracy decrease, okay, at the time horizon is increased. So let's see, okay, this is what we can predict, forecast. Okay, I see that you will be get A in this semester for this subject. This is forecast, prediction, okay? And then this is a usage of the forecasting in several different of the department. So for example, the accountings, okay. So the accounting department will focus about the cost and profit estimate, and about the finance department, cash flow, and also the fundings, and human resources about the hiring, recruiting, trainings, and marketing is about the pricing, promotion, the strategy, how the strategy we want to use in order to make a sales, pricings, promotion, end of the year, mid of the year, and so on. MMIS, Management Internet System, IT System Services, operation is about the schedule, and also the material resources planning, workloads, and also the product service, what we call it a product or service design. For example, we want to come out with prediction or forecast a new product. What is a new service for in 2024 for, let's say. And then this is element of the good forecast. Okay, so be timely, okay, reliable, accurate, meaningful, written, and last but not least, easy in order to use. So this is element when we are performing or designing a good forecast. And reality of the forecasting. Forecasts are seldom perfect. Okay, more forecasting method assume that there is an underlying stability in the system. Okay, both product family and aggregate product forecasts are more accurate rather than the individual product forecast. So this is the reality. And type of the forecast by the time horizon. Okay. So there are three types forecast by the time horizon. The first thing is a short range forecast, And second thing is a medium range forecast. And number third is a long range forecast. So the short range forecast normally usually less than 3 months, or we can read as a less than 1 year. For example, job scheduling, work assignments. Meanwhile, for the medium range forecast is within 3 months to the 3 years. Okay, in between 3 months in 3 years. For example, the sales production planning, budgeting, and last but not least, about the long range forecast is more than 3 years. For example, we want to come up with a new product planning, a new facilities location, and others. So this is three type forecast by time horizon. So you have to remember short range, medium range, and also the long range. And when we look at the comparison between the short-term and long-term forecast, medium or long-range forecast deal with the more comprehensive issue, support management decision regarding a planning, product, plan, and also the process. So meanwhile, the short-term forecast usually employ a different methodologies rather than the long-term forecasting. And also, the short-term forecast tend to be more accurate rather than to long-term forecast. So we look at on detail why short-term forecast more accurate. So compare with the long-term forecast. Okay, this is an example the influence of the product life cycles. So we have a four type of the process. The first one is about the introduction, about the growth itself, maturity, and also decline. Every single of the product, they have their own life cycles. Okay, this is stage for the introduction. Growth required longer forecast than maturity and decline. So this forecast useful in projecting staffing level, inventory level, factory capacity, and as the product pass through the life cycle stage. So for example, I give it to you here. This is strategy and issue when we have a during a product life cycles. Okay, so first thing, this is introduction stage. Okay, so best period for the increased market share, R&D, product engineering critical. This is what we call a company strategy issue. For example, we also have HDTV, color copies. This is introduction. We want to grow, and we entering the grow phase, okay, which is patriarchal to change price and quality image, stretching to niche. Okay, for example, they have internet, CD-ROM, okay, depth restaurant if any, okay, and we go to the phase of the maturity. Maturity is look like a stability, okay, poor time to change image, price, or quality, competitive cost become critical, and also demand market position. So for example, the fax machine. And last but not least, we also have this piece of decline piece, cost control critical. Okay, we also have the floppy disk, station wagon, and also decrease. This is how the stage between strategy in issue during our product life cycles. Okay, so this is our strategy in issue. Okay, this is example. And what are the steps in a forecasting process? Okay, so there are 6 steps here in order to make it a forecasting process. The first one, we have to determine the purpose of the forecast. Okay, step number 2, we want to establish what is the time horizons. And step number 3, we want to select the forecasting techniques. So later on, there are many types of the forecasting technique based on the qualitative and also the quantitative. And step number 4, we are gather the analyzed data. Step number 5, we are preparing the forecast. And last but not least, step number 6 is monitor the forecast. So these are 6 steps that we need to take in order to performing a forecasting process. Okay. Okay, forecasting approaches. Okay, there are 2 types of the forecasting approaches. Which one? The first one is qualitative. What is the difference between qualitative and quantitative methods? So qualitative method is used when situation is very uncertain, little data exists. For example, we want a new product. Okay, we want introduce a new technology. So it also involve institution and also the experience. Meanwhile, for the quantitative method, used when situation is stable, historical data is assist. Okay, for example, existing products, current technology, and also involve mathematical techniques. Okay, so this is a differentiate between qualitative and also the quantitative method. Okay, we look at on the qualitative. Okay, so in the qualitative method, they also have a four type. Okay, four type of the qualitative, or we call it a judgmental forecasting. Okay, the first thing is executive opinion. Why by meaning of definition executive opinion? Executive opinion is a full opinion of the high level executive, sometimes argument by statistical model. And number two, we also have a self-force opinion. Estimate from the individual shape persons are review for reasonables, then aggregates. And number three, we also have a consumer survey. We need to ask the customer, okay? And last but not least, we also have a Delphi method. This is by the panel of the expert, queried by iteratively, okay? So this is for type opinion or method in terms of the qualitative or judgmental forecasting approach. Meanwhile, for the quantitative, please remember quantitative also involve the mathematical model. Okay, so in quantitative approach, you also divide by two type of the model. The first one is time series model, and second one is associate model. Is by a cautious. Okay, so in time series model, they have a 5-step or 5 methods. For example, knife approach, simple moving average, or we call it SME. Okay, and also we also at the weighted moving average WMA, and also we also at the have the exponential smoothing and trend projection. Meanwhile, for the associate model, only have linear regression. So all these things they have their formula. Okay. So please remember, okay, this is will be come out for the final examination during examination for your test. Okay. Okay, we look at the time series model. The first one, what is a time series? Okay, the time series is the set of eventually spaced numerical data, might be weekly or monthly, okay, obtained by observing response variable at regular time periods. And this forecast time series is based on the past value. Please remember, okay, and they assume that the factory influencing past and present will continue influence in the future. For example, this is the year 1998, so the sale will be 78.7, for example, until to 1999, 63.5, until 2000, 2001, 2002. Okay, this sale might be increased. Sometime in 1999 will be dropped. So we need to set off this data in order to calculate this our forecasting. So time series, this is set by inventory space numerical data, and we must focus on past value. Okay. And then we look at on the our time series forecasting model. Okay, and SMA, okay, simple moving average, and also with the weighted moving average, okay, known as the technique for averaging. They have their own formula. So we look at on detail later on. Okay, and we look at on the first approach on the time series. Please take note. This is knife approach. So what is knife approach? Assume demand in the next period is the same as demand is the most recent period. For example, if May sale were 48, so then the next month, June, sale will be 48. This is the knife approach. We assume demand in the next period will be the same as the previous most recent period. Okay, so forecast June is actually actual sales May. Okay, this is a nomination term. So sometimes cost effective and efficient. This is how we want to predict. Okay, for example, might be test one. You get the test one 10 mark per 10 mark out of 20. So might be test two will be 10 mark, same as the previously, out of 20. This is we call it as a knife approach. So I give you the example, knife approach, or we call it knife forecast. Give a minute. We sold 250 wheel on the last week. Okay. So now, next week, we should sell what the correct answer? Okay. Anybody?
250.
Yes, correct. 250, same as the previous weeks. Okay. So the forecast for any period equal to the previous period actual value. This is very nice approach. So the same value based on the previous period of the actual value. Okay, and this is nice forecast. Simple to use. Yes, very simple to use. Visually, there is no cost. Yes. Quick and easy to prepare. Yes. Data analysis is non-exist and easy understable, and then cannot provide the high accuracy. Okay, so this is the advantage or the advantages using knife approach. Okay, we look at a number two. Number two is a simple moving average, SMA. Please copy down this formula first. Okay, please copy down this formula. I give it to you 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, handwritten, copy down this formula. Okay, SMA. Okay, simple. Okay, moving average. So what is simple moving average? Use if a little or no trend. Okay, so this is formula equation. So simple moving average will be sum of a demand in previous, okay, times with the periods and divide by the period. Okay, so please copy down this formula. So we look at on detail how the example we are using this formula. Okay, done? Copy down this formula. Okay, student, done? Any feedback? Hello, done? Copy this formula.
Dah, Doktor.
Okay, good. So we move it on the our example. Okay, so please copy down this example first. Okay, the example. Okay. Okay. So this example that I give it to you, okay, how we want to understanding about the using simple moving average. So for example, you are manager of museum store, okay, that sell historical replica. So you want to forecast sale, okay, for 2003 using 3 period moving average. Okay, so we need to determine 2003. What is the forecast in 2003 based on our existing data that given to you? So for example, they given to you in 1998, only 4 replica. Okay, 1999, 6 replica. Okay, 2005 replica. 2001, 3 replica, and 2002, 7 replica. So how do we want to estimate the prediction 2003? So by using simple moving average. Okay. The first thing you must to know, okay, please using this approach first. Okay, so in question they're giving to you 3 period moving average. Okay, so please remember 3 period moving average. Okay, so since it's a 3 period moving average problem, therefore forecast at the any time average of the previous 3 period actual value. Okay, for example, I give it to you here. Okay, I make it a blue color. Okay, in order to get this forecast in 2001. Okay, 2001. Please remember, in order to get this one, we have to determine sum of this moving total 4 plus 6 plus 5. So we'll get 15. And in order to get a moving average, we have to divide by 3. So the final, we will get 5 here. 5 will be on our forecast in 2001. So how about the 2002? Yeah, make it drawing here. 2002. So 2002, we have just take it 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, for example, 5, okay, plus 3, plus 7. So what will you get? The number. Now, please do calculator.
15.
15. Okay. 6, 5, and 3. Sorry, not 7. Sorry. We want to not include this one. 6, 5, or 3. Sorry, 6, 5, and also the 3. For example, like this. So we have to determine the previous one, okay, the average of previous 3 period actual value. For the F, forecast 2002, so we have to plus 6, plus 5, plus 3, so we will get 14. And 14 divided by 3, so you will get this number. Until you get 2003, okay. So 2003, you have take it a nearest one. Okay, you can compute without solving this one. 5, 3, and also the 7. 5, 3 plus 7, so we'll get 15. So 15 divided by 3, so the forecast for the 2003 will be 5 using simple moving average. Okay, not here. You can compute our F forecast 2003 without having to solve 2002 or 2001. Why? Because they have a data here. 7, 5, 3, and 7. So we'll get straightforward the answer. But in case in the question asks you to calculate the forecast for 2001, 2002, or 2003, so as you have to calculate. But in this question, no need to calculate 2001, 2002. Just straightforward 2003. So to get 2003, okay, this is our formula. Okay, so 5 plus 3 plus 7. Okay, then we have divide by 3. Why 3? Because they have the number 3 period moving average. So here we have 3. Okay, so let's say if the question asks you to take 4 period. So which one the 4 period? 6, 5, 3, and 4. Okay, for example, 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 7. So what number you will get? How the number you get? The value numbers will be 21. Okay. So this total 21. 21. In order to calculate the moving average, we have to divide by 4 or 3. 4 or 3?
4.
4. So you will get the answer 21 divided by 4. So what do you get numbers? Come on, guys.
5.25.
5.25. Okay. So this is if 4 period moving average. Okay. For example. So we need to look at the question whether they ask you 3 period moving average or 4 period, 5 period or 6 or any number of values. Okay. So this is how we are using simple moving average. Okay, any questions so far for the SMA? Clear? Easy, right? So based on our period. Okay, we go through on our weighted moving average, WMA. Please also state this is number 2. So please copy down this formula first. WMA. Okay. Okay, what is a WMA? Weighted moving average. Used when a trend is present. For example, older data usually is less important. And weighted moving average is weight based on institutions, often lay between 0 and 1, some to 1.0. So this is equation. In order to calculate the weighted moving average, so this is sum of the weight of 4 periods, okay, times the demand in the periods, and divide by the total sum of the weight. Okay, please copy down. This is number 2. Number 3. Sorry, number 3. So number 1 is a knife approach. Number 2 is small, simple moving average. Number 3 is weighted moving average. Okay. So we look at on the example. Okay, please copy down this table first. So please copy down this table. Okay. Okay, please copy down this table. The given to you, period number 1 is demand 42. Period number 2 will be 40. Period number 3 will be 43. Period number 4 will be 40. And last period for number 5 will be demand 41. So they ask you forecast using a weight of 0.4 for the most recent period. Please look at carefully. And 0.3 for the next most recent period, and 0.2 for the next, and 0.1 for the next. How do you want to calculate using weighted moving average? Okay, so the answer will be like this. Okay, so which one 0.4? They are forecast using weight of 0.4, the most recent. Which one is most recent? 0.4 will be here. And number second, 0.3 for the next most recent will be here. And 0.2 for the next will be here. And last but not least, 0.1 will be here. So please look at period number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number 5 will be the most recent. Okay, until you're given blah, 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 blah. So how we want to calculate the forecast? Forecast for the hour 6. Okay, or we call it as a F6. So what the value of the F6 if we are using WMA? So we have to input the formula. For the F6 equal to 0.4 times 241 plus 0.3, okay, times 240 plus 0.2 times 243. Okay, look at on these numbers. Okay. Sorry. Okay, 41. Okay, 40, 43, and 40 times 2, 0.1. So finally, we will get 41 for the hour forecast number 6 using weighted moving average they given to you. Okay, clear? Any questions so far? Clear? Can we proceed for the next? Hello?
Yeah, Doctor.
Okay, good. Okay, and question number B. There's a question number A. Okay, question number B. Question number B asks you about if the actual demand for the period number 6 is 39, sorry. Number 6, period number 6, will be 39. Okay, so please calculate the forecast number 7. So what is the value forecast number 7? So we have to find it. Okay, forecast demand for period 7 using the same weight as a previous part A. So please look at the part A, 0.4 the most recent, 0.3 for the next most recent, and 0.2 will be next, and last 0.1 O for the next. So we grouping 0.4, 0.4 will be in period number 6. Okay, 0.3, 41. Okay, 0.2 will be 40. And 0.1 will be 43. So this is numbers. So in order to calculate, okay, they're given to you F7, forecast number 7 or period number 7. So we have to times 0.4 times 2, this one, 439. 0.3 times 2, 41. 0.2 times 2, 40. 0.1 times 2, 43. So sum of together here, that you will get the answer 40.2. Okay. Am I clear? Easy, right? Any questions so far? So please look at the question carefully. Okay, read the question carefully. Which one the most recent period? Which one for the next period? Which one the last recent period? So you have to locate the correct answer or value. Okay. Any questions so far for the weighted moving average? So by comparison, in between a knife approach, simple moving approach, and weighted moving approach, which one the easier one? Based your opinions. Anybody, please? Which one the easy one?
Simple, simple.
Simple. How about the knife approach? So knife approach, there is no formula. No formula we need to apply. Okay, just we assume the same value from the previous. Okay, but simple, very orang kata number second will be simple, and number 3 is weighted moving average. Okay, so you have to understand to avoid the confuse between the calculation. Okay, this is actual demand moving average, weighted average. Okay, WSMA, simple moving average, and also WMA. So when look at on the comparison, this is our actual graph. So will be decline. Okay, and we also have the moving average, simple moving average, and also WMA will be here. Okay, the simple moving average will be line by a yellow line here, will be increased and suddenly will be decline. Same goes to be a weighted moving average. Okay, the blue color line here. Okay, so it's not much more different between simple moving and weighted moving average. Okay, so this is how we want to make it a comparison between actual demand, moving, weighted, and also the others. Okay, the advantage of the average method. Average method include what? Simple moving average and weighted moving average. So the advantages using this averaging method is increasing the N make forecast less sensitive to the real change in data. Yes, correct? Okay. And number 2, cannot pick up suddenly change very well because they are average. Okay, they will always stay within a past level and will not predict a change to either higher or lower levels. So this is correct. And the advantages using averaging is required much more historical data. Without existing current historical data, this is lack of the advantages using averaging method. We cannot predict using this averaging method. Okay, we'll get on number 1, 2, 3. Number 4 calculation will be here. This is number 4. The exponential smoothing. Please copy down this formula first. Okay, I give it to you 1 or 2 minutes. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Copy down this formula first. FT, forecast value for the period T. Okay, or we can need to find out the exponential smoothing. FT1, forecast value for the previous period. Okay, FT minus 1. AT, actual value for period T. Okay, and then T1 is actual value for the previous period, and alpha is a smoothing constant. Okay, this is our formula. So please remember, this formula, simple moving average, weighted moving average, and also exponential smoothing, they're not given to you in your examination. So you have to remember. Okay, so look at on the example. Don't worry about this formula. So I give it to you the example. Okay, but before we go to the example, okay, weighted averaging method based on the previous forecast plus a percentage of the forecast error. Okay, this is how definition what is exponential smoothing. And AF is an error term, alpha is a percentage of the feedbacks. So if the closer zero number of value is less responsiveness, greater smoothing. But if the closer to the number 1, the greater responsiveness, less smoothings. So we look at on the example given to you. Okay, please copy down this example. Okay, I give it to you. Okay, 2 minutes. I give it to you the time. Please copy down this formula. Okay. Please copy down formula. So we look at step by step for more details. Okay, the example given to you during the past 8 quarters. This is quarters. This is actual. Okay, so is form of the table. Okay, for quarter number 1, quarter number 2, quarter number 3. Okay, quarter number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is a port of Baltimore has unloaded the large quantities of grains. They give it to you alpha 0.1. Please remember, at the first quarter forecast was 175. They given to you the first quarter forecast. So you have to find out, the question is, find out the forecast for the nine quarter. This one. So what the value for the quarter 9? Okay. Okay, so you have to find out the 4 quarter using, if you look at on the question, if they're given to you alpha, straightforward, you know, this is exponential smoothing. So you have to remember the formula and apply for this case study. Okay, so they're given to alpha, straightforward, or you know, this is exponential smoothing. Okay, if they're given to you a 3 period, 4 period, you know, either this is simple moving average or weighted moving average. So please remember. Okay, look at how we want to solve, find the forecast on the ninth quarter. Okay, the first thing you have to do is they're given to you 175. Okay, please remember, they're given to you 175. Where is 175? The first quarter forecast was 175. Okay, and they given to you alpha 0.1. So you have to put this formula, okay, the forecast, the quarter number 2, okay. So straightforward, we have to find out the exponential smoothing solution starting from the quarter number 2. Why we don't calculate the quarter number 1? Because they're given to you. They're given to you. The first quarter forecast was 175. So we no need to find out the quarter number 1. Straightforward to find out the quarter number 2. Okay, so put it on here. 175 plus, okay, according to this formula, okay, plus 0.1, okay, and bracket here 81. Okay, 81, please take the previous actual. They given to you 180, 180 minus 2 FT1. Okay, they given to you. Okay, and the answer will be here. Okay, please double check using calculator, please. Is it correct? Answer 175 plus 0.10 times 2180 minus 2175. So you will get 175.5. So this is the forecast F2 for the quarter number 2. So how do we calculate the quarter number 3? Same goes to be apply this formula. Okay. So please apply this formula. Number 3 without look at on the our slide note. So please copy down this our calculation and please do using your calculator. So how we want to find the quarter number 3? Okay, look at here. Quarter number 3 will be here. Okay, please remember we'll get 175.5. So bring it here. Okay, plus 0.10 and this one bring it here. And plus minus will 175.5. So then we'll get the correct answer will be 174.75. And please do until quarter number 4, number 5, 6, 7, until to quarter number 9. Okay, so please do yourself.
Doktor,
Yes,
kalau negatif, tak letak negatif eh?
which one? Negative.
168 tolak 175 kan dia negatif.
Negative. So plus and positive. So we will
Okay.
get so actually kalau you have to remember, you have to put a bracket will be here. If you want to avoid a confuse between plus and also the minus. Okay. So negative plus minus we will get positive. So please do the our quarter number 4, 5, 6 until to number 9. I give it to you at 2 minutes. Using calculator. This is very important. Okay. So what you get the answer? Quarter number 4. Double check. Quarter number 4. What the correct answer for the quarter number 4? So let's we check one by one. Is it 173.18? Correct? Jemima? Intan? No Atira? Is it correct? 173.18 using calculator? Hello?
Betul.
Okay, so look at on the quarter number 5. Okay, double check quarter number 5. So the correct answer will get 173.36. Then quarter number 6 will get 175.02. Okay. And then number 7. Please double check. Number 4, number 5, quarter number 6, quarter number 7, and quarter number 9, and also the 8. Okay. I give it to you 2 minutes. Okay, done. What the value do you get for our quarter number 8? So quarter number 8 will be 178.22. And finally, quarter number 9, so we will get the number 178.58. Therefore, the forecast for the ninth quarter is 178.58. This is correct answer. So did you get this number? All of you? So please double check in avoid confusing when you do a calculation. Please make sure each of the value is correct. Take it two nearest one numbers. For example, 1836020 okay 2258. So please put it on our calculation. So please double check again. Once you have finished, so you have to double check in order to check correct or not for the double checking. Okay, done? Not yet? Any questions so far for our exponential smoothing? So please make it using this formula. Remember this formula. Okay, this formula same will be this one. Okay. And this one A minus T1. Okay, also it's different with the FT1. Okay, clear? Any questions so far? Ada soalan? Any question?
No, Doktor.
Okay, Munib, okay, Munib. Any question? Adri, Rafael, Izzuddin, Intan Nurin, okay ke?
Ya, Doktor.
Okay, good. So we proceed on the next. So this is impact alpha in our smoothing, exponential smoothing. Okay, if alpha is closer than 0, so the less responsiveness, greater smoothing. If we're closer to the 1, okay, greater responsive, less smoothing. Okay, this alpha 0.5, for example. This is 0.1, for example. So this is between what we call it as a differentiate. Okay, the less and greater responsiveness, and the greater versus less smoothing. Okay, we go to our last number 6 calculation. The time series is knife approach, simple moving average, weighted moving average, okay, exponential, and number 6 is trend projection. Okay, this is time series forecasting method that fit trend line. If you learn about the trend linear equation, same goes to be trend linear equation. A series of statistical data point and then project the line into future of the forecast. So they are using several mathematical trend equation can be developed: linear, exponential, quadratics. Then this topic, we only focus on linear trend only. So it same goes to be linear trend equation. Okay. So this is linear trend projection. Use a forecast linear trend line. So assume relationship between response variable y and time x is a linear function. For example, yi equal to a plus b as I. So the estimate by least square method. Okay, and this minimize some of the square error. Okay, so for example, this is least square method for finding the best fitting straight line. This is time, the value of dependent variables. So this is line here. Okay, this is actual observation. The star will be here. So we want to find a deviation. Okay, this is a deviation. So don't worry about this line. So we go through on our equation. Okay, for the linear trend equation, please copy down this formula. Okay, the equation for the linear trend equation is yi a plus bxi. Meanwhile, in order to get a slope, okay, b, this is formula. Okay, sum of dxi times 2yi minus 2n x bar y bar. Okay, and then to get the y-intercept, we also have the a, okay, equal to y bar minus 2b x bar. Okay, please copy down this formula. So when you are using the example, it's a very easy one, easy to understand. Okay. Okay, done. Copy. Okay, this is an equation or formula for linear trend equation. We will look at on the example. Okay, don't worry about the computation table. Okay, if you have many xi, yi, so we can compute using a table. Don't worry. Okay, this is our example. Please copy down the example first. Using trend linear equation. Okay, I give it the 2 minutes. 2 minutes to copy down this question, simple answer, simple examples. Okay, done. Okay, we look at on the example one by one. Don't worry, I will explain. Okay. So this is a demand for electrical power at NY addition over a years starting from the 1997 until to 2003. Okay, they given to you data like this. Okay, 1997, they give it to you 74 demands. 1998, 79. 1999 will be 80. 2000 will be 90. 2001 will be 105. 2002, they given to you 142. And last but not least, 2003, they given to you 122 demand. So you have to find out what are the demand current using 2004 by using trend linear equation. So how do we apply this formula to this our case study? Okay, the first thing is you have to do a table. Please do a table like this. Okay, like this table first. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so please make sure you copy down this table, year, okay, how do we get year and time period, and also the power demand. Please copy down the original or existing table. So they give it to you year and also demand. So you have to draw a sketch a table like this, year, time period. This time period, we call it as X. Okay, power demand is Y. So we starting from the time period is number 1. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and power demand will be same, 2074 until 2122. So in order to calculate the sum total of the X, you have to plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 until plus 7. So you will get sum of the total X. So same goes to be the total sum of the Y. Okay, you have to plus 74 plus 79. Okay, plus 80, 90, 105, 142, 122. So you will get total sum of the Y will be 692. Okay, this is data given in question. So you have to find out what are our forecast in 2004 using a linear trend equation. And meanwhile, for the X2, X2, double check again. X2, 1 power of the 2 will be 1. 2 power of the 2 will be 4. 3 power of the 2 will be 9. 4 power of the 2 will be 16. 5 power of 2 will be 25. So please remember power of 2. Okay. And also 6 power of 2 will be 36. And last but not least, 7 power of 2 will be 49. So in order to calculate the total sum of the power 2x will be 1 plus 4 plus 9, 16, 25, 39, and plus 49. So we'll get 1, 4, 0. So this is a total of x power 2. And the last column, okay, x times 2y. How do we calculate x times 2y? X times 2y. 1 times 2, 74. So we'll get 74. 2 times 2, 79. So we'll get 158. Okay, please remember. 3 times 2, 80. So we'll get 240. So the rest, until the rest. So you will get all these numbers. So the total sum of the xy, so you have to sum plus 74 plus 158 until 2854. So you will get 3063. So please do this a correct table and do calculation using calculator. Okay, any questions so far at this stage? Any question? No question? Okay. Nur Ifa Inshira. Any question? Nur Akila. Nurul Ain Syuhada. Any questions so far? Any confusing between the x power 2, xy? So you have to find out which one the finding using trend linear equation. Okay. So this is how we want to calculate. So please find out everything here. Okay. Then if you get this number total of the sum of the x, sum of the y, power of the x2 and xy, so we have to put on our calculation. So in order to get the x bar, the formula will be total x divided by n. In order to get y bar, total of the sum of the y divided by n. Note here, n is a number of data set. Why 7? Please calculate 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is 7. 7 n. N is 7. 7 data set that given to you. Okay. And please put it on this formula B. We want to find a B formula. And A, we want to find the A formula. Okay. So sum of the x will be 28 divided by 7. So you will get number of the 4. Right? Meanwhile, for the y bar, you will get 88.86. So please put it on our formula B. So sum of the xy minus to n, x bar y bar divided by sum of the x power 2. So you have to minus n vx2. So please put it all the value together in our formula. So you will get the correct answer. Okay. So this is the correct steps when you have to do this our linear equation. So once you have this value A and B, so using the equation Y, A plus BX. Okay. So it demand in 2004 where X is 8. Okay. So you have to put all this formula. How to get this formula? E here plus 10.54 and YX, put it on the X here, will be here. So demand in 2004 will be 141.02 megawatt, for example. If you want to find out what a demand in 2005, where X is 9, just replace this one, numbers values. Okay, so you will get 151.56 megawatt. Okay, so noted here, this method allowed you to forecast for any future demand without having to know the intermediate previous actual demand. So this is best thing, the advantages using trend linear equation in our to prediction or forecasting, especially for the industrial engineering. Okay, am I clear? Any questions so far? Okay, understand. Okay, Hidayah Razak, okay, Hidayah Razak. Cheong, okay, Cheong. Davin
Okay,
Rush,
sir.
okay, Alhamdulillah, good. Cashwin, okay, Cashwin. Okay.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, good. Siti Sarah Sofia, okay. Vanessa, ya saya. Vanessa, okay, Vanessa. Okay.
Okay, Doktor.
Ya, sama. Okay, cantik. Good. Okay, so this is how we want to using a trend linear equation. It's like a trend persamaan serentak, right? Okay, this is actual and trend forecast. Okay, example. Okay, if you plot the graph, okay, point by point, and then this is trend linear equation. Okay, we also have a second technique, linear trend equation, second technique. So second technique, okay, if you want to use the first technique, go on. Okay, please proceed. If you want to do the second technique, it's up to you. Okay, so please, this is second technique. Okay, YA plus BX, where the Y is forecast for the period X, X specific number of the time, A value of the T, B will be the slope. Okay, so this is formula, second technique. Okay, don't worry about that. We look at one by one. Okay, if you want to do a second techniques. Okay, please copy down first. Second technique, linear trend equation. Yes, second techniques. Okay, so second technique, Y equal to A plus BX, where the A and B like this formula. Okay, I give it to you 1 minute. Okay. So in order to get a B and sum of the XY minus sum of the X and sum of the Y, divide by N sum of the X power 2 and minus with the sum of the X power of the 2. And then A will be sum of the Y minus to B sum of the X, okay, and divide by the N. Okay, for example, I give it to you here. Okay, this one do not copy. Just later on you will see on your slide. I give it to you a description. Okay, they give it to you a week. Okay, week 1, week 2, week 3 until to week 5. So total, okay, they give it to you T power of 2. Y sale given to you. Okay, week number 1, the sale 150. Week number 2, 157. Week number 3, 162. Week number 4, 166. Meanwhile, week number 5 will be 177. Okay, so this is you have to draw TY. How do we get TY? 1 times 2, 150. You will get 150. So the rest 2 times 2, 157. So you will get 314. And how do we calculate this T power of the 2? 1 power of 2, 2 power 2, 3 power 3. So please look at sum of the T will be 15, for example. Okay, how do we get 15? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So we'll get 15. And sum of the t, okay, sum of the t. Sum of the t, 15, right? Power of the 2. So you will get 225. And how do we get sum of the power of the 2? Plus 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25. So we will get this answer. So how do we get the sum of the y? 150 plus 157 plus 162 until 2177. So you will get sum of the y. And how do we calculate the total ty? 150, 314 plus 486 plus 664 and plus 885. So we'll get 2,499 value. So this is very clear. Okay, right? This is second technique. Then apply this technique. Okay, put it on the value into this formula. Okay, for example, if you put this formula, B, we will get 6.3. A, you will get 143.5. Therefore, in our formula calculation using second technique, will be y equal to 143.5 plus 6.3x. So x based on given question. If they're given to you x might be 9. So please put it on the 9 value in order to calculate the y's. Okay. Okay, that's all for the class today. Any questions so far?